Hello and welcome back to trying to complete all the lifetime wishes in The Sims 3, starting with base game. We are back with Lily and her new boyfriend, Raheem, as well as her roommate. They live together now, they're cohabiting together, which happened in the last episode. So if you haven't seen the whole playlist, because we are on Gen 2 episode 2 right now, there will be a little card on screen. And I did not look in Raheem's inventory when I first moved him in, because he did have a car but also a guitar, and I bought him a guitar, so I didn't have to do that. So now they have 2 guitars, which, you know what, fine, they aren't struggling with money, it's all okay. Today's episode, stuff happens. We're moving quickly, not in Lily's career so much, but we're moving quickly in the relationship and the family. Because yes, even though I'm trying to complete the lifetime wishes, I'm also trying to create a legacy. So Gen 3 may be or may not be on the way. And before we really climb into the episode, sometimes I just don't know where my brain's gonna go. My brain and my mouth don't work together sometimes. You will know this already if you are a subscriber of mine. But anyway, if you like this video, please like the video. It really does help. It also lets me know that you're actually enjoying this, because I am enjoying this. If you're new here and you like The Sims or life simulation games, subscribe, because I am planning on getting Paralives too. And I will have had it when this video comes out. There also might be a video of Paralives out before this one, but we'll see what happens there. But we are in The Sims 3 right now, and I don't know why Raheem cannot play the guitar in the house. He doesn't like the outdoors. He hates being outside. And yet he keeps going outside, and I'm just like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And if you don't know what that little thing is, I've just put in the family inventory. That's just a pause thing that I use for capturing pictures for the thumbnails. That's all. But why, Raheem, would you go outside if you don't like outside? Why are Sims so difficult? Why do they have to make everything harder? But like I said, I want to move things on. I want to, have Raheem and Lily start a family. So they have risky woohooed a few times. It just hasn't happened yet. Nothing's happened with those woohoos. But I was like, okay, let's try it again. Maybe 3rd time lucky. I think I've only shown 2. They did do it another time at the party, just FYI. But I was like, okay, I'm ready for some chaos. Also, Lily is going to be an adult soon, so we gotta get the bowl rolling. Not ball rolling. Those balls rolling. Anyway, I'm sorry, it was a bit crude, wasn't it? But yes, so I was like, okay, let's get them getting busy, and maybe it'll result in a little bundle of absolute chaotic wonderfulness. So yeah, I'm not going to show you what they get up to. And when Lily woke up in the morning, she got the nauseous mood alert. So I'm thinking she might be pregnant. Yay. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll know maybe in a day or something, and see if we do have a new generation on the way. And whilst Lily is at work, we get this pop-up asking if she wants to change career. And it says that she has been elected as mayor. And I'm like, okay, I know she's like the vice president of the corporation in town now, but she's not a political girly. No, we're not going into politics. It's like the thumbnail for the last episode was like, oh my god, she's a Nepo baby, because I mentioned it in the last episode where, oh, that's how she's got into the job because of Don, and you know, it's nepotism. And now it's like, now she can become mayor, and it's like, okay, this whole nepotism claim is just reinforced with that. But no, I was like, no, she wants to be the CEO. She's not going into politics. That's for someone else down the line, okay? And as soon as Lily got out of work on a Monday afternoon, she might have actually also got out of work early because she is pregnant. Yay! Again, do I regret this decision? Well, you're just gonna have to wait and see, because this game hits me and I don't know why. I was like, do I have a setting on somewhere? But no, I don't think so. I hope not anyway, because knowing me, I probably accidentally turned on another setting in NRAS and not realised. But she's pregnant! Yay! Oh, everything's fine. Everything's fine. So with story progression, I get a lot of notifications because I wanted notifications from like my other households, but even if you just do it like, oh, families, then you still end up with loads of notifications. But I was getting quite a lot, and I was like, why am I getting so many notifications, right? And I started looking, I'm like, oh yeah, Don had another kid, and he's had kids, and they've had kids. But what I didn't realise was Raheem had a secret. So I was like, oh, let's have a look at Raheem's, and I'm like, oh, he's got a child. He's got a whole child, teenager. And I was like, oh, I did not realise, I did not know about this. Damn. And that was with the ex. I got him to split up. Oh, but anyway, yeah, maybe that's why they didn't work out, because like, you know, they clearly had her quite young. But anyway, yeah, he's got a whole teenage daughter. Story progression is mental. It's nuts. So, whilst Raheem got in bed, he got the want to marry Lily, and I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Even though we found out that he has a whole secret child, I guess it wasn't a secret, I just never looked into him. Oh, so that ghost of Ellie scared the hell out of me. Clearly scared my Sims too, but like, it's because it's like the music and the sound. It literally made me shit myself. I jumped out of my skin. But anyway, Ellie came by to say hi, I guess. I don't think you can actually like get rid of the ghosts. In The Sims 4 you can. But I asked her to go back to the Nether world, and she's still hanging about. Whatever. But yeah, she did scare me just a little bit. It's not the scariest thing that happens in this part, to be honest. I can deal with a ghost. So today in game, I thought it would be nice to send the lovebirds out on a little excursion to somewhere nice and quaint and quiet and peaceful, because we all know Raheem wants to marry Lily, but they're not engaged, so we gotta get them engaged. So I was like, okay, we're gonna have a nice morning, we're gonna get ready, and then we're gonna go for a little trip just to a nice little fishing watering hole, even though I do think that is where... Oh my god, I've just remembered something. Wait a minute. I'm gonna have to come back to this, but it's weird how like history had repeated itself, and I actually didn't even realize until now what happened there to Ellie when she got stood up. Anyway, this is so good. This is so good. I did not plan this at all. This is so good. So on the outskirts of town, there is this cute little fishing spot and like garden and like picnic area. And I thought that was the perfect place for Raheem to propose to her, even though he hates the outdoors and he hates being outdoors, but he was like, I want this to be romantic and lovely. And then I was like, please God, can we get through the engagement before she has birth, because I didn't realize that she's literally like in her 3rd day here. And I was like, please, can we get through the engagement first? And thankfully we were able to. Lily did not pop. she was able to get the ring on her finger before the baby. Sorry, I just spoiled it for you, but you will know probably because of the thumbnail. It probably says something about what's gonna happen. But they're now engaged, yay! Now I'm gonna tell you that I just recalled that this is where, yes, Ellie had a date and got stood up. On said date, she was also heavily pregnant, which I was like, oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. And kind of near or the same place as her mother's waters broke, Lily's waters broke, and I was like, oh no. I mean, at least like Raheem was able to propose to her and they got that out of the way. They're not married though, so we're gonna have to, get married. Look, they don't come from a conventional... Lily at least doesn't come from a conventional background, okay? Her mum was a single mum her whole life. She never once, like, even was in a relationship with anybody, Even when, like, I left her alone, she didn't find anyone. Speaking of which, Lily just left him and stole the car as well. You're in labour, how are you driving a car? Unlike her mother though, Lily has had a boy. And I was like, oh, I want, flowers. But then I'm like, wait, there's not a lot of flower names for boys. But then I was like, oh wait, what about trees for boys? So I was gonna call him Elm and then Oak. And I'm like, wait, these are all Pokemon professors. But he's called Asper. And he loves the outdoors and he's brave. And then, just like her mother though, she had twins. And she has got a baby girl too. Swear to God. This game, oh yeah, I called her Poppy, and I was trying to get traits that, aren't like everyone else's in the family. So I had to kind of randomize them just a little bit. I can't remember what I'd give her. So I think I'd give her Genius and Athletic. Yeah. Just because they came up and they were the ones that no one had previously. Okay? But yeah, she got twins. For God's sake. I never, ever get twins. But for some reason, this family's cursed with twins. And that's why I think, is this like, have I turned something on NRAS? I'm gonna double check, but I don't think I have. But I know for a fact that I would never, I would never do that to myself. But yeah, so now we have twins, and also the house is far too small for all four of them. And I was like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, it had one bedroom. I'm like, oh, I can fit like maybe one crib in here, but two? I do come up with a plan though. We're moving house. I did have to put another house down from the like the house bin because of story progression. No houses were available. I might have to just put some more houses down. You know, seriously. But I did find one. I think it's 3 bedrooms, and I didn't realise, but I literally put it right down the road from them. And I was like, oh, they're gonna, get a cab, or they're gonna take the car and drive. We also did get a lot of money because I think that house is probably a lot cheaper than the one we're in here. So, hey, extra money to be able to decorate. I also did forget the urns, but it's fine. I can come back and get them, or they can just stay there so we don't have any ghosts knocking on our door. But I do feel bad for leaving Ellie and Don in the garden. I never plan anything, but anyway, we're moving into a new house. I probably am going to decorate it, and you will see the newly furnished house when we come back in the next part. But here is our new home. It's kind of basic. I do want to furnish it. I thought I showed the upstairs, but clearly not. I just quit the game really super quickly. I don't actually know why. Anyway, if you enjoyed this part, please give this video a like. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys!